Saturday night at the Snooker, you can't beat it. It's a full house here in Bolton for the second semi-final of the Champion of Champions. Two former winners, the 2016 champion John Higgins against the 2020 winner Mark Allen. Judd Trump awaits tomorrow. Nothing really to choose on the head-to-head between them. 10-9 to Mark Allen. Best of 11 tonight. John Higgins was superb in his group. He only lost, of course, one frame in his two matches. Mark Allen also very impressive back on Monday, because he's been home in the interim. So he's had a long time to wait for this. We're all looking forward to it. As I say, the atmosphere terrific. So let's settle back and enjoy a proper snooker match here.
Keep quiet now, please.
Has struggled to close a few matches out. That was not the case the other day, was it, in both of his matches? In their numbers, not a seat to be had. Yeah, it's not just people that turned out, as you can see. Could be a long night.
Last night's semi-final started with a lot of this, didn't it? A lot of safety exchanges, and there was quality for all to see last night. Same thing now. Perfect weight. Going to be a lot of this evening, but when they get down to it and they get their chances, we expect heavy scoring all the way.
Yeah, it's an interesting match, I think, for a lot of reasons, but not least because both of these two trying to get back to tournament winning ways. Of course, Mark Allen, with the 3 last season, hasn't quite pulled up trees yet in this campaign. John Higgins, as we know, has been in various finals the last few years, hasn't quite been killing it off. So, big night for whoever goes through to face, of course, the player of the season in Judd Trump tomorrow.
Shouts of encouragement, but it's not that inviting a shot, this, unless it's a natural to play for the black in the same pocket. He's not a huge fan of the rest, is John. And seeing that, he has 6 for 6 in the tournament so far. But this is a tough one.
One.
Well, he got the pot, but back to the safety. It's his third semi-final of the season. He lost to Judd Trump in deciders in the other two, actually, the European Masters and the English Open. Of course, in that one he was 5-2 up. It's notable, though, Trump actually mentioned how well he thinks Higgins has been playing. Of course, he's seen it close up in 2 matches. So, in general, the form is there. And I'm sure Mark Allen is aware of that as well.
Yeah, so that's twice now John has broken the defences of Mark Allen, but he's gotten away with it for sure this time. Top players down the years, these two obviously are at the forefront of that group of players. That first thing you think about is the scoring, the centuries, of course you do, but they're all so uncompromising now in these exchanges. They know they have to be. And even last night, the semi-final with Barry and Judd, Barry Hawkins' quality of safety play just dropped below the standard that we expect, and Judd picked up the pieces. It's such an important part of the game, so just got to bend this cue ball. Looking for the left wing of the table in bulk. Nicely played. All right, close to the end off. But a well-played shot.
Yes, and I do think the opening frames of big matches, and this is a big match certainly, can be significant because you're looking as a player at your opponent. Okay, how's he feeling tonight? Is he really up for this? You know, what departments of his game are working, which ones aren't?
Yeah, Mark's going to be interested in that Brown. He'll see that as an outside chance of slipping in behind it. Far from easy. That red has just come to the rescue for Mark. I don't think John, in fact, could have gotten to the right-hand wing ball. So what was not that well played a shot has given John a problem. Not a shot he's known for. Deep screw to bulk. He just doesn't like it. It's not John's type of shot. He likes to be in control. And the deep screw red down the left cushion is one where you lose quite a lot of control, and he doesn't enjoy that.
Yeah, the first frame last night was a long one, wasn't it? It's 37 minutes, just the two players, as I say, just sort of working each other out, not looking to give any sort of quarter at all. Both got good wins to recall against each other. Of course, the most recent for Allen in his own backyard in Belfast 2 years ago in that Northern Ireland Open final. Higgins has beaten Allen at the World Championship, the UK, the Masters as well.
So for the first time, Mark finds immaculate length, the cue ball. John got to have a pass at the pot here. He's got to make sure thick is the enemy. Oh, what a starter. Yeah, so 11.5 minutes in. The shackles have been broken.
Five.
He's actually okay here. Yes, it's awkward bridging with the blue, but the three reds in a line, you almost cannon in between the top two of the three. Yeah.
Six.
Perfectly played.
Higgins, of course, was runner-up to Judd Trump
13.
2 years ago here in Bolton. 5 years on from winning this Champion of Champions. Last ranking success was early 2021. We remember that Players' Championship that he won for the loss of just 4 frames. Qualified for this event by winning the Championship League, non-ranking version.
It's a good sign for John Higgins fans that he played for that red initially, because it was by far the most
21.
difficult play. But it's like doing a little bit of housework, just tidying up down here as much as he can. That red was a minor irritation.
22.
So lots of work to do, but it makes things just a bit easier around the black spot.
29.
Feels like maybe John Higgins doesn't get enough credit as a break builder. You know, we talk about the masterful all-round player. Well, yeah, all-round, part of that is break building, obviously. And it's only Ronnie O'Sullivan ahead of him in terms of centuries. Higgins is 36 away from making 1,000 in competition.
He'll be over the moon with that shot because he can get the pink
37.
off this and get it back in its spot and forget about those two reds together down the right corner. So this is now a chance to get this first
38.
frame one and one hit.
Forty-four. 45. 50. 51.
Yeah, so as long as he has the straight red off this, he guarantees top side of pink to get on the last of the loose reds. So anything straight, which that is ideal.
57. 58.
So this is the one
64.
that should secure the frame. Well, we've seen the all-round game, haven't we? Great safety, a great long pot, and a great break. Which ends at 65. So 2 snookers required by Mark Allen.
John Higgins 65.
But he's
And
going
the
to stay
frame.
in his seat. Very interesting start. John Higgins earned the chance. He took the chance. So the 4 times world champion is in front here in Bolton, leading 1-0. Secured the opener. Mark Allen's year at the Champion of Champions 2020, where he beat in successive rounds Ronnie O'Sullivan, Judd Trump and Neil Robertson, so it really was well earned. He had also been runner-up in 2015.
No double kiss on. Yeah, the trouble of playing, well, any top player, but John Higgins in particular, when he's in good form, he misses, as we've seen in frame 1, precious little when he's in close. And when he's on the defensive work, it's so hard to make a move on him. because from this type of situation, he pretty much always seems to play the correct shot, the one that gives him a chance of turning the tables. Like even here, I guess it'd be aiming for in between green, brown with a cue ball. That's where the value is. Perhaps not quite as planned, but you know, shots that he chooses, he can play them not exactly as wanted, and he'll still get a good result like this. Very good. But he can't put a dent in John's defences. One thing we do know, though, is Mark will hang tough for extended periods of the match if he has to, and he probably will have to.
Yes, he'll be prepared, of course, for what to expect. He's seen it up close many times. Got to keep discipline and patience, and obviously if he gets in, then that's the time to keep Higgins at bay and score. Mark Allen has already made 3 centuries in this tournament in his 2 matches.
Yeah, what a way to break the defences that is. That's out the top drawer, but needs something similar. This is a massive shot, the way the Reds are.
Yeah, Mark Allen, one of his great qualities, and it's not something you can really manufacture, it's just guts. He's brave, he's a brave player, and he got himself in, so this is his chance now to get involved tonight.
9.
He was used to winning as an amateur, he won every conceivable amateur event, so when he turned pro, he was a winner already. His second ever match as a professional, he played John Higgins. It was in the Northern Ireland Trophy. It was an invitation event. He was invited in as the new pro from
16.
that part of the world. He beat Steve Davis. Then his next match beat John Higgins. So right from the off, you could see he wasn't worried about reputations.
17. $24. 25. 32.
Good night to have a ticket, isn't it? Hence it's full here. And this
33.
is going to be the 5th black coming up.
Got to strike this sweetly to get the cue ball out of there. Yeah, it wasn't sweet enough. Has he got the gap, the impossible gap?
40.
He looks interested in it. Just a trace of left-hand side to turn the red over. Ooh, that was a bonus.
41.
But you've got to take full advantage.
$48.
The shake of the head tells us that the maximum is on his mind. Good on him for that. He wants to entertain, as all the elite players do. No problem whatsoever playing for blue, obviously.
He's made 2 147s in tournament play, including one in the Northern Ireland Open. Well, we know he's going for it now.
49.
Stand by your beds. Mark Selby
56.
and Judd Trump, the 2 players who've made a maximum in the Champion of Champions.
57. $64.
Yeah, now decision time. He can play on the black, but it might be a bit high for comfort. Can he avoid that red with a deep screw? I think just about. Yeah, perfect.
65. $72.
Gonna need the long stuff here. Still needs this red to secure the frame. Just flick the black. Oh dear, how do you fancy this?
73.
Okay, snooker's required. At least that little bit of pressure's off.
Well, we saw Judd Trump make miracles happen this week. Can Mark Allen do the same? Yeah, too much to ask.
The shame crowd, I think we're getting excited there.
Mark Allen, 73.
John Higgins
and
nods his
break.
head. It was a terrific break. Great red to get in. Disappointed, of course, he didn't make the maximum, but he has levelled the match at 1 each. It's good stuff, this. And the 73 to level up at 1 each.
One.
John Higgins,
3.
for all he's achieved, incredibly humble. Speak to him, a lot of humility. So to sort of extend the metaphor, I think actually his bite is worse than his bark. When he gets in and he's in the mood and he's got the focus and the concentration, he's deadly. We saw it in frame 1, didn't really get a chance in frame 2.
All sorts of gadgetry the players have these days, John. 3 mini butts. Yeah, it's one of those, it's quite obviously easy to play for pink. The black, he wants to be nice and low on it to get that offending red out the way. So he's thinking, I'll just be sure about it and play on pink because there's some kind of guarantee that way.
4.
But black will keep. See, a lot of players there might have got dragged in, drawn into playing for the black early on the stretch, and it was a risk, but this next red should offer him a low black, but just the wrong side of straight.
10.
Unless he plays punching through 2 cushions, he can't get close to it. But he's going to play it.
$11.
And it's absolutely perfect.
$18. $19. 26.
Yes, he took a risk because he knew that the pack of reds was going to have to be opened at some stage to win the frame this visit, but it's gone wrong. Wasn't a bad decision though, he had the perfect angle.
Black ball. Higgins, 27.
Just while we watch this, we should congratulate Mink Nutchera, who, of course, won the mixed doubles actually here on ITV with Neil Robertson last season. And today beat Adam Duffy in the first qualifying round of the UK Championship, which has got underway in Leicester. Jimmy White, who, of course, lost to Mark Allen here on Monday, was beaten this morning by Jing Zhihao of China. Mark Allen will be defending that title in York in a week or so's time. He'd love to go there, of course, with a big trophy under his belt. Yeah, you can see the faces that are not in red there are the players left in this tournament. All former winners, of course, Trump, Allen and Higgins. Well, he's lined those two reds up to the far corner.
Yeah, for John to be this interested in it, it's got to be almost dead set. It's never easy. It's never easy. You can never quite tell. It can look perfect to the eye. Of course, he did hedge bets with a cue ball.
Some match this, isn't it? It feels like every shot they play is the biggest of the match. That was a big one that he took on, of course, with a degree of safety in mind. Red's starting to really spread far and wide here.
Yeah, that's a shot of stunning quality. There's the tap of the table by John and an acknowledgement. No return to the cushion from here. Yeah, every frame like a 25 shot rally at the moment, isn't it? Just trying to somehow gain advantage over the other. This time Mark has John pinned back. Again there, I mean, defensive work from the very top drawer. In practice, he would maybe try and dab in behind the yellow. But this ain't practice. There might just be too much at stake to play that. And because of this quality by both of them, you know, people say sometimes, oh, why didn't he go for that? He should have gone for this. He should. When these guys make a decision to be defensive, it's actually aggressive. They're putting one another in heaps of trouble all the time.
Well, it's been an 8-minute duel this since the last pot. Real high quality, well thought out snooker being played by these two.
You would also think that sometimes these top players would, the odd occasion in the practice room, have conversations about this type of thing, but actually they never do. The only time they actually get to engage with each other is now. It's out there. This is where they have the conversation. They don't say any words. There's a conversation going on. And it's about which one of them is going to be the toughest. both be feeling the strength of each other's game at the moment. Who's going to be the first to crack? He's having a go at this, parking the cue ball deep in baulk also. But it's not deep enough. Mark Allen has earned himself a chance.
Yeah, and boy, he's had to work hard for the chance. So now it's about just taking a moment to prepare himself to take that chance.
One.
Yeah, it's like down the mine, chipping away, and eventually you're hoping you find a little nugget from somewhere, and Mark has found one here. For the first time in the match this evening, he's got a wee bit of control. Providing, of course, he takes this opportunity.
Eight. Nine.
It's worth the
Well.
risk here. Cushion and meet the pink just to disturb it. Will he play it? Yeah. It was worth
13.
playing. And he's just about okay.
18. 19. 26. 27.
Yeah, just wanted to go a touch further there. Well, he's played it well. So
32.
back in good shape. Of course, he's known, isn't he, for his positional play, really, for being pretty much right in behind every object ball. We think
33.
of some players quite often relying on good recovery pots, but you don't really think of that with Mark Allen because his control is so good. Doesn't need to play those shots.
Yeah, another example of it. Not perfect. But he will now know that
30.
he's going to need all 4 reds.
$39.
It's one of these matches where, and you can see it from both, it cannot allow your focus to dip
40.
at all. Every shot they've been focused on through the safety they were. You can see it in this visit as well. Allen, I guess, taking maybe a
45.
little bit of more time than normal, but that's fine because he knows he needs to put these away.
Yeah, deliberately leaving the off straight red to
51.
promote the other. Should get contact on it. Perfection.
52.
He set the chance up with quality. And he's taken the chance with even more. This has been a brilliant break. This pink pretty much secured the frame. Brilliant.
Well, this is a standoff, isn't it, tonight? And I guess John Higgins blinked first. He went for that tough red. He was trying to get the cue ball safe.
50.
Didn't get the red, didn't get the safety. Mark Allen has stepped in and done the rest.
59.
Yeah, and the quality of Mark's play is partly John's fault. Second ever meeting was that
64.
World Championship semi-final where John, for most of the match, schooled Mark Allen, but there was always going to
66.
come a day when the pupil would take heed of the lessons
69.
that he was being taught. And you're seeing it tonight.
$73.
He's played a great frame, Mark Allen here. Had a long
78.
break, of course, from the group he won on Monday. Been back home, but now it's back to business.
84.
Superb frame, this. And it's been won by Mark Allen with a great 91 clearance. So having lost the opener, he's now in front here in the semi-finals. 2-1.
Thank you. 3-4. Mark Allen to break.
Yes, you felt there was pressure on it. Largely by the quality of what Mark Allen's showing us tonight.
1.
He could actually hold the blue spot here with the cue ball if he wanted to, and get it down onto the black spot for the time being. Yeah, so that's the plate.
Six. Seven.
Well, there haven't been any glaring errors from Allen
12.
so far tonight. Okay, the odd positional shot hasn't been to his liking, but he's kept on going. He's made the breaks in the 2 frames he's won. He's played good safety.
$13.
Yeah, pink now going on the black spot makes things a wee bit more complicated. It's just more a case of that he can't really, well he can, but he doesn't want to pot the black at any stage anytime soon.
19.
Of course then it goes against the pink. Yes, this is good actually, Bernard. Just getting clear in his mind what he wants to do with this chance. Top side of blue, if you get the optimum angle, you maybe play the aggressive shot into them.
20.
And he has, so he's almost been forced to have a little gamble at this. The only question is whether it'll pay off. Pretty good.
25. $26.
His touch looks divine tonight, actually. That was a gorgeous little shot. To get that perfect on the blue sets up the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 reds. Much more like the Mark Allen we're used to. This cue ball. Once again, played to the inch.
31.
And the pink spot is free. So he's good to go here to push on for 3-1.
32.
Yes, and as I say, you know, what's he done wrong so far? Nothing really of any significance.
$39. $40.
So a little bit of concern for Higgins because he's being shut out now of this match. Certainly not getting easy chances.
Very clever. Play the shot where you can't fail to be on one. Very, very clever indeed.
45.
Oh, he didn't like it straight off the bat. There's the first mistake in close.
Mark Allen, 45.
Well, big moment this potentially. It's been nearly 26 minutes since John Higgins has potted a ball. He's seen nothing really in that time. But now suddenly he's in. Is he ready to take this chance? It's a good one.
One.
And Mark Allen has watched as much snooker as anybody. He knows that if anyone has a reputation for winning a frame like this from sort of 40, 50 behind, it's the man at the table now.
Eight. Nine.
He's just concerned about when the pink gets respotted, but of course it's going to go or should go on the black spot. If it doesn't, then he's got a problem. He'll want it to go on the black spot, but no. So pink and black out of commission for the time being. He almost got himself just a, he didn't put the plan in, he didn't kind of see it early. So
50.
what looked a golden chance is now just a decent one.
Yeah, the cue ball's got to do more travelling now, so there's more chance for things to go wrong in the next few shots.
16. $21.
Does he play the disturb? Yes, he is. Didn't take him too long to solve that little problem. Not out the woods just yet. But he should be in getting this cue ball spinning round the green. Got to be careful here. He's actually cueing that well. He could cannon the green. He's hitting it that good. Both are. Controlled nicely.
27. Twenty.
Oh. Suggested on the low blue. He's hitting it that good. He almost hit that shot too good. He's trying to be low of the red that he's landed against. It's probably in the break. He doesn't have a play on the red, the potable one. It's no good. Well, he's got to play it with pace. For black to that middle pocket we can see. Good pot. About as good as could be expected under the circumstances. Now here's a big shot. Just had a little wander, a little time out for 5 seconds just to build himself up for this. Biggest shot of the session.
Thank you.
Well, it's a good sign, isn't it, for John Higgins supporters? He struck that really confidently. So he's encountered a little bit of difficulty along the way, but he's still going here as he attempts to, you have to say, steal this frame, really. Mark Allen, just that one miss on the black to the middle. And for a player who is not supposed to be much good with the rest, he seems to pot a lot of them. That's 9 out of 9 in the tournament.
Yes, and at long last in this visit, he's back in prime position. It looks very much like the Prince of Pilfer is about to strike again.
48. $50. 53.
Well, Mark Allen really has only made one mistake tonight, and that was missing that black. It looks like it's cost him the frame. He was looking good for a 3-1 lead, playing really well.
$57.
Blew his frame ball. He's done it again. It feels like the 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and John Higgins making the killer clearance. He's done it again. And had to get over a few hurdles along the way. But John Higgins sets up a fascinating second half of this semi-final. Real high-quality snooker between these two at the interval. Mark Allen and John Higgins are level at 2-2.